Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to um Kendrick Lamar, The Great American Game. This is by Deleted. Without further ado, let's get right into this. Let's talk about the Super Bowl halftime performance that's still getting talked about. I want to say like what 2-3 weeks later.
All right, first of all, fuck the NFL. As a staff, a record label, an organization, and a motherfucking crew. I had to redo this video 8 times. You guys got over 130 million views.
Oh my god, hey bruh. That video I uploaded on Tuesday, oh my god, I had to re-upload that shit 12 fucking times before I just came to the realization that I'm just gonna have to put to just blur. I tried to blur it, that didn't work. Like, how the fuck does blurring not work? Because normally when you blur, it gets rid of shit. It didn't get rid of it. The copyright was still on there. So it took me a while to realize, just put the fair use on it and block it so that way they can't see it. And I had to make sure that the fair use was moving so that way it would throw it off. Because the NFL is not letting anybody upload the halftime show. You could upload the game. You could react to the game. But you better not put anything of that halftime show up. I'm like, wow, really? Like, they know we gonna react to it. It's Kendrick Lamar, bruh. The NFL is really like that. They let you react to the game and put it on your channel. They just gonna take the revenue for it. But when it comes to the Super Bowl halftime, that's a no-no. That's crazy. And I wasn't even showing the full episodes. I was just showing like small clips. And it was just like, nope, 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 nope. I got denied like 12 times before I finally just said, fuck it. I clipped that video as short as I fucking could. Jesus Christ, bro. Y'all don't know how long that took me to edit, bro. But anyway, so yeah, fuck the NFL, bro. As a staff, record label, and as a motherfucking crew, nigga. Fuck the NFL.
Greedy f***s. I'm over it. If it don't work this time, fuck it. And now look, I got more editing to do. I gotta bleep all this shit out. The game is officially over. Besides the Chiefs getting dragged, Kendrick Lamar finished dragging Drake. It's done. Drake got packed up, shipped out, and delivered overnight with no return label. Kendrick beat the fuck out of Drake, all while keeping his Black American pride symbolism in place. Ever since Drake made that crucial mistake, and it cost him this whole matchup, and that was this line right here. Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free. Drake really should have kept that line in the drafts, gang, because ever since he said that, Kendrick activated the villain mode and put him on a
He just did it again on the album when he said girls gonna be 29 twerking with dictionaries. Like, what? This nigga don't know when to shut the fuck up, bruh. First the slaves freed line, then this line. Oh my god, the line about girls at 29 twerking with dictionaries, that shit. So basically women can't be smart no more. It's all about turning up and being lit now. So girls can't be educated. Girls can't educate themselves. That's what you're saying, Drake. Girls are just supposed to be ignorant and mindless and just twerk all over the fucking place. Is that what you saying now? See, this nigga don't know when to shut the fuck up because he be saying some reckless shit, bro. And he don't realize it till it's too late, bro. We should really be jumping on his ass for that twerking, for that twerking dictionary line. For real.
Never-ending side quest for survival. He said, oh yeah, you want to say that? Bet. I got you. He has been bullying Drake ever since. Since the performance, a lot of people seem to be catching a case of selective amnesia, acting like they forgot this whole beef wasn't built around specific events. I'm seeing folks say this was bigger than Drake, that Kendrick's performance wasn't about him, and that calling it a diss is actually lame. Listen, rap is subjective. It is art, and art is subjective as well. Yes, Kendrick was definitely addressing a larger issue within America, and he weaved those messages into his performance. But let's not rewrite history. Kendrick was very much talking directly to Drake. This performance was aimed at Drake's soul, like a video game where you handle a few side quests but never lose focus on the main mission, which his mission was to destroy and humiliate Drake. Drake's identity is literally his kryptonite. He has imposter syndrome. Once Kendrick realized Drake's Achilles heel, which is his identity, he strategically utilized that within this entire beef. All right, let's go back to the start and break down exactly how we got to this performance, step by step, so you will fully understand what it all meant by the end of this video. But first, y'all gotta subscribe, cause why not? You not gang for real if you don't subscribe. You just a peekaboo head ass. So in the beginning, Drake would call Kendrick a savior first and tailor-made, calling him the West Coast savior in Tupac's voice.
Kendrick, we need ya, the West Coast savior.
Kendrick will respond to this.
How many more black features till you finally feel that you're black enough?
This was a double entendre, with Drake growing his hair out to get braids, with his overall style and persona mimicking Black American culture. But a double entendre, also stating how many black features, meaning the black artists he uses as features to stay relevant. Let's be clear, Drake is black, he's biracial, but he's not cultured, being raised by his white mom and lack of his father's presence. So after that, Drake would then double down, saying Kendrick is rapping like he gotta get the slaves freed. That line right there would cost him everything. He should have never said it, because that's what truly woke up the boogeyman. That's where Drake went wrong, and he's been getting beat the fuck up ever since. He might as well have said nigga with the hard R at that point. That's how offensive that is. Kendrick took that personally and as pure disrespect. So using that one bar was the spark that ignited the entire beef. It became the blueprint for how he would systematically dismantle Drake by forcing him to confront his deepest insecurity, not being one of us, a Black American. The very culture he consistently imitates but never truly can claim. Kendrick would then go and say Drake's a colonizer and how he leeches off of the artists in Atlanta. So speed up to Ken and Friends, the Ken and Friends show, you know, the pop-up show, the first critical move in Kendrick's strategy. This event set off a chain reaction of American historical references, each one a calculated reminder to Drake of who he really is and what Kendrick unapologetically represents. This was held on Juneteenth, a Black Independence Day. Juneteenth is a federal holiday in the United States that commemorates the end of slavery. It's celebrated annually on June 19th, which was a direct response to Drake's slave line.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
He united the West Coast at his performance with the Bay Area legend E40 narrating it and bringing different gang sets from LA uniting on stage. Kendrick did this because Drake would question his love in LA, question the sets he claimed or the sets he was around, because Kendrick really never claimed a set. You knew he was around certain sets. Question the love that the hood had for him. This was his response back. Following this is the next historical date. He would drop the video to Not Like Us. He would drop it on Independence Day, July 4th, which is celebrating the nation's declaration of independence from Great Britain. That video alone had multiple scenes where he's digging at Drake's lack of culture, how he mimics and code switches and comes off as a colonizer in hip-hop. But also one of the biggest keys to start off this video was from the knock alone. That knock, that jingle is called Shaving a Haircut 2 Bits. That phrase originates from a musical riff that first appeared in a song called At a Darktown Cakewalk. Darktown was an African-American neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia. Darktown was characterized in the 1930s as a hellhole of squalor, sickness, crime, and misery. It was also known for the cakewalk. The cakewalk was a dance contest that was rewarded with a cake as a prize, basically. It was held in the mid-19th century, generally at get-togethers on black slave plantations, before and after emancipation in the southern United States. Back in the day, this dance had different names, like the chalk line walk and the walk around, but low-key was really a sneaky way to clown on the stiff proper dances of white slave owners. White audiences were entertained by black performers, openly making fun of them, treating it like a comedy show without realizing they were the punchline. And Kendrick would do this exact walk in the music video. Crazy, all that from a knock on the door, right? On September 8th, 2024, Kendrick Lamar and the NFL dropped an official announcement video, revealing that Kendrick would be headlining the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show. In the NFL commercial, Kendrick would casually toss footballs and talk about his upcoming halftime show. But the real message, no round twos.
You know, it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it.
Reminding you guys what this is about and reminding you guys that he's here to do one thing only, to defeat and humiliate Drake. With that line, Kendrick declared victory in the rap battle, making it clear there would be no rematch. And to drive the point home, he made the announcement standing in front of an American flag, just like the iconic scene from the movie Patton. The movie is a 1970s movie with the war general giving his speech about winning.
All real Americans love the sting of battle. Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed.
He would mention the state Louisiana, which just so happens to be where Kendrick was performing for the halftime show.
You won't have to say, I shoveled shit in Louisiana. I shoveled shit in Louisiana. In Louisiana.
This was a sneaky but savage callback to Drake's horrible white flag diss track, The Heart Part 6, where he called himself a war general seasoned in preparation.
I am a war general seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor, and decoration.
Kendrick flipped that line on his head, basically saying, seasoned, bruh, you barely even saw. You ain't damn. Drake wasn't prepared at all. He was uncalculated. He got cooked, served, and left with no leftovers. Kendrick made sure that Canada's war general took the worst L in hip-hop history. That movie scene was also about Americans fighting foreigners, saying we Americans don't stop till we win.
Americans love a winner and will not tolerate a loser. Americans play to win all the time. I wouldn't give a hoot in hell for a man who lost and laughed.
With Drake being a foreigner, Kendrick insinuated he would lose to a real black American. Another dig at Drake's imposter syndrome. So after that announcement, everyone and they damn mama hated the NFL, Kendrick Lamar, and Jay-Z. The internet erupted. They were outraged that Kendrick would perform and not Lil Wayne, which was weird as fuck, because why would it be Lil Wayne? Like, where did that come from? Just because he's from New Orleans, he gets that by default, which was weird to think about, because why did Wayne feel so entitled to this position? I just didn't get it. We all know why that ruckus started to happen. It was the Drake gobblers, the Drake fans, and Drake's support system. So Kendrick would respond on a song the same week of his NFL announcement. He released his song Watch the Party Die on September 11th. 2024. The song was released exclusively on K-Dot's Instagram account. Kendrick continued his streak of dropping music on symbolic American dates, and September 11th is one of the heaviest, a day of national tragedy and loss. But here's where it gets wild. September 11th is one of the biggest conspiracy theory fueled events in U.S. history, with many believing it was an inside job orchestrated by the government, taken down by your own people. By releasing his track on this date, Kendrick could be making a deeper statement about internal destruction. Because let's not ignore the irony. Instead of celebrating his NFL halftime show announcement, his own people were dragging him. His own country turned on him, just like history has done so many times before. It's given that whole betrayal from within vibes, and honestly, there's a ton of other layers to this, conspiracies included, but that's the main message and the main focus.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, this it's a good little history lesson here. I'm enjoying this so far. This is crazy. I didn't know all these undertones. Like, Kendrick is very cryptic with his messaging. This is a damn.
So we're gonna move on. Following this date would be the album, the release of GNX, which came out on November 22nd, 2024. Another historical date, the date President John F. Kennedy was unalived. This, of course, led to multiple conspiracies, especially because of this bar.
Headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk.
That's exactly what happened to JFK. And in this case, Drake was the president of mainstream rap, one leading the culture, basically. But here's where it gets even deeper. deeper. Drake's alleged extortion by mob ties parallels one of the biggest JFK conspiracy theories, that he had secret dealings with the Italian mob. It's a double entendre that ties everything together, and honestly, there's even more layers to unpack with just that, but that's the main point. And we're gonna move on. We staying on track. We don't want to get too deep. And then there's the music video Squabble Up. On November 25th, 2024, Kendrick Lamar dropped Squabble Up, showcasing authentic Black American culture, something Drake mimics but never truly understands. The video unites California hoods, featuring Bay Area turf dancers and referencing Menace to Society, Ice-T's Power, and The Roots, The Next Movement, and ties into Kendrick's surprise album GNX. This was a direct response to Drake, who used AI-generated voices of Tupac and Snoop Dogg in his diss and questioned Kendrick's West Coast credibility. With this video, Kendrick made it clear he's the real voice of LA, not no AI shit. So that sums up the main mission of the Black American game Kendrick is playing against Drake. I've already done the deep dives in previous videos, breaking down each and every moment of Kendrick Lamar's strategic takedown of Drake, but for now, I'm staying focused on the main mission. Now, this brings us to the NFL performance. Like I've said before, I've seen people argue that this performance was bigger than Drake and wasn't all about him, which is true, but also far from the whole story. Kendrick was completing side quests while still locked on to the main mission, and that mission was defeating Drake. This entire performance was aimed straight at him while also tackling bigger cultural and social issues. And before we get into the Super Bowl, I just wanted to talk about how the internet has this idea that Kendrick's chain stands for A minor because he has a lowercase a. And come on, man, y'all better not believe that shit. I seen the tweet that started.
Nah, I already know that's part of his PG Lang thing. I already knew what that was. That was his label. But everybody was like, no, that stands for A minor. I mean, it could be. It could mean multiple things. It could mean A minor, but I know that it meant for his label, PG Lang. I kind of already knew that one.
It, and they're not even a part of the culture to even say some shit like that. They're just an observer. One, Kendrick is not a weirdo. He is not gonna spend $50,000 and up on a chain that represents trolling another man about children. That's just weird as hell. A doesn't even equal up to a minor. That's bizarre. How do you even get a minor from the letter A? I guess. Okay, that's some new ass fan base energy thinking shit. And I mean, whatever. I can't change your minds. If that makes you guys feel good, okay, fine. But I do want to point out that back in 2012, Kendrick's very first mainstream album, Good Kid, Mad City, had 2 A's in the word mad. Everyone was so fixated on learning the acronym for the A's in mad. I remember the hype. It was big. They wanted to know, what did the A stand for, Kendrick? He would later reveal it had 2 meanings. In an interview with the Los Angeles Leakers, Dot broke it down. It's 2 meanings. The first one is my angry adolescence divided, and the basic standout meaning is my angels on angel dust. So Kendrick would later announce his record label back in 2020, which is called PG Lang. That means programming language. In all of Kendrick's logos, the lowercase a stands out, always slightly crooked in the words. He even has kids pointing at it, but he's never outright explained why. Looking back at his mainstream debut, everyone was obsessed with deciphering those A's. Now with the kids pointing to it, I think it represents angry adolescence, his original message, a nod to the youth, rebellion, and the struggles that shape identity. He also has those ABC blocks around his neck, which to me insinuates this. Kendrick is just way too calculated to be out here rocking a necklace just to represent Drake. His message runs way deeper than that. Alright gang, if you guys made it this far, drop them demon emojis. Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl halftime show was a masterclass in symbolism. The more you analyze Kendrick, the more you realize he's 5 steps ahead. The more you rewatch, the more hidden gems start connecting. He's a damn modern day Da Vinci. I've been telling you guys he's the Da Vinci Code. I'm telling you, Kendrick Da Vinci Code Lamar. Looking back at his Super Bowl halftime show, it's clear this wasn't just a performance. It was a scripted boss battle packed with hidden lore, power-ups, side quests, all leading to one inevitable fate: Drake's humiliating downfall. Kendrick's entire Super Bowl stage was a PlayStation controller, a subtle yet direct opening move. Who owns PlayStation? Sony. Where's Drake signed? Sony. XO, triangle, and square are the buttons of the stages. This was the first button Kendrick pressed, signaling that this wasn't just a performance, it was a game, that he was playing against Drake. Then Samuel L. Jackson, representing an eerie Uncle Sam, stepped out and started the game.
It's your Uncle Sam, and this is the Great American Game.
Uncle Sam declared, "This is the Great American Game." With the crowd above Kendrick, there was a sign that said "Start Here." He kicked off the performance with a clip from his unreleased song, standing on top of the GNX car, dropping the line, "You would not get the picture if I had to sit you for hours in front of the loop."
Would not get the picture if I had to sit you for hours in front of the loop.
This felt like a double message, a warning to the audience that not everyone will catch or see what's really going on or what he's really saying, but also a direct shot at Drake.
Well, I mean, it's pretty impossible to do that because you're just trying to enjoy the performance. You're trying to take it in at first. You're not trying to analyze it. You analyze it later on. Because I'm watching that shit live. I'm just enjoying the vibes. Then when I went back and watched, I'm like, oh, okay. Now everything started. Okay, I get where you're going with this. But I'll talk about it after this.
Telling him no matter how much he studies, mimics, or tries to fit in, he'll never truly understand this culture. Kendrick would follow up with this. Started with nothing but government cheese, but now I can seize the government too. The revolution's about to be televised. You picked the right time,
but the wrong guy.
The revolution about to be televised. You picked the right time,
but the wrong guy.
So the started with government cheese, but now I can seize the government too bar. This line itself symbolizes Kendrick's come up. He came from poverty and struggle, eating government supplied food as a kid. Now he's powerful enough to challenge the system that once oppressed him. Government cheese, a metaphor. Growing up in low income, government assisted conditions. Sees the government. He's no longer just surviving the system. He's in a position to disrupt it and take control. This also speaks to Black empowerment, showing that those who were once marginalized can rise and change the game. And then the bar, the revolution's about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. This is where Kendrick calls out the industry and society's expectations. The revolution's about to be televised. A reference to Gil Scott-Heron's "The Revolution Will Not Be Televised," meaning that real change often happens behind the scenes. However, in today's world, Kendrick is bringing the revolution to the main stage for everyone to witness. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. He knows the world is ready for change, but he's not the ideal face for it. He's not the industry's squeaky clean, commercial friendly artist. He's the underdog who wasn't supposed to win. So why is Kendrick the wrong guy? He's from Compton, unapologetically hood, and doesn't fit the sanitized, corporate-friendly image that mainstream America prefers. He speaks raw, uncomfortable truths about Black history, oppression, and systemic injustice, topics that are often erased or watered down. He's not the safe, digestible Black artist that corporations love to push. He's too real, too informed, and too much of a disruptor. He's not the artist that like to put Black Americans down. But let's be real, here's the real reason they don't want Kendrick in this position. The industry loves Black artists who rap about weapons, money spent recklessly on material items, women as objects, self-destruction through violence and narcotics, because it brainwashes the community into staying stagnant, glorifying a cycle of not investing, not building generational wealth, not uplifting each other, but instead destroying one another. Kendrick is not playing into that trap. He's not here to sell a false dream of fast money, gang life, and reckless spending. Instead, he's exposing the game. And they don't like that. They don't like that shit. I also noticed that Kendrick was moving like an NPC, a non-playable character is what we would call it in a video game. You would also know NPCs from TikTok, like NPC Miles Morales. You see how he's moving like up and down a little bit with his arms wiggling and shit, or swinging, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what they do on like video games. And I thought that was dope. He's basically showing that he's in a video game. So then his background dancers emerged from the GNX car. each representing different gang and set colors that are known to LA and worldwide. He would then transition into the song Squabble Up, the dancers squared up, ready to fight, representing destruction. As the gangs formed their own sections, Uncle Sam reappeared and sneered, "This isn't what America wants. It's too loud, too reckless, too ghetto." Then he mocked Kendrick. "Do you even know how to play the game?"
No, too loud, too reckless, too ghetto. Mr. Lamar, do you really know how to play the game? Then tighten up.
Remember, this is a game. This was a direct commentary on black culture being deemed too much until it's profitable. Also not kissing the higher-ups' ass. Remember, Drake would mock Kendrick, saying he had to do songs for pop artists like Taylor Swift, insinuating he was a puppet to his contract deals, having to please the white audiences. So then the dancers would surround Kendrick, forming the American flag, but he was the only star on stage. A powerful statement. He stands alone while others conform, also showing the division with America, the flag being broken in the middle. And then of course the black Americans forming the flag, which a lot of people need to realize that America was built off of black American slavery. That was a powerful, powerful message. Also, that goes right back to Drake's slave line.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
When he was mocking black American slavery. Shit's crazy, right? So then Kendrick would go and perform Humble by playing by the rules and humbling himself. At the last second, he stopped and said, "Hold up." And then he launched into DNA, a song about self-identity. I got loyalty, I got royalty inside my DNA. The dancers, once divided, now stepped in unison. Kendrick was reminding himself and everyone watching, he's built for this. He's not backing down. He's playing by his own rules and not everyone else's. So then the crowd lights flashed, warning wrong way behind him. Kendrick was making it clear that he was the wrong guy, that people didn't want him there, and he accepted that. The next transition was to Euphoria, the first full diss track Kendrick released in response to Drake, reminding the audience what this game is still about. Don't forget, this game is the destruction of Drake. A lot of people are trying to take that from Kendrick and also slight him for it, when it shouldn't be used as a slight but as a victory. The underdog won, and he's on the final level to this game, which started back on the Like That song. The dancers, still in their respective colors, began marching together in formation like an army preparing for war. He had his people behind him. He united the West Coast for this. Then fireworks erupted as Kendrick declared K-Dot. Kendrick goes on to bring in his dancers back to hip-hop roots, rapping like old school street ciphers, or even the old doo-wop singers that would perform on the street corners. And this was my favorite part. He had the same dancers on stage earlier for Squabble Up, and these are also the same dancers from the Squabble Up music video. They're from the Bay Area, and being rooted from the Bay myself, I love how Kendrick consistently incorporates the Bay throughout this entire beef since the Like That record. I've also seen and heard people's takes about these specific dancers representing the fallen angels, the fallen soldiers, his guardians, his dead homies. I'm not sure how true this is, but if it is true, that's pretty deep. There's a part where when all the dancers fall to the ground and they look like the outline to unalive bodies, these specific dancers are the only ones that remain standing and still dancing, as if they're ghosts. And Uncle Sam reappeared and mocked him. "Oh, I see you brought your homeboys," the old culture cheat code. Then he deducted one life from Kendrick, implying that uniting black artists could cost him everything. Kendrick had lost a life in the game, but the real war wasn't over. It's focusing on the game's overall theme, because going through levels, you're bound to get hurt and lose a life or two. It's not always a flawless victory, man. So Kendrick would then hit the X button on the PlayStation controller. The camera angles were dope. He had Sacramento's Kid of the Great, the same dancer from the Not Like Us video. Again, showing love to different parts of California. Sacramento is cousins to the Bay Area. It's only about a 45-minute drive away, representing Northern California. I loved how Kendrick reached out and put all these California talents on. He would then tease Not Like Us, but didn't play it, because timing matters in battles.
I want to perform their favorite song, but you
Johnny
know,
Leather Sue. Yeah, that
Also,
song.
again, reminding the people what the main mission is. This game is still about humiliating and destroying Drake. He's telling you guys, do not forget what this is about. He's also reminding Drake that as well. These messages are all aimed at him for his distasteful and disgusting line about slaves.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
He goes into saying, ladies, I want to make a move. I want to perform their favorite song, but you know they love to sue. Another direct jab at Drake's defamation lawsuit that he has against UMG for the song Not Like Us. See, I love how Kendrick completely owned the whole people's favorite song debate. At the end of the day, the internet isn't real. It's not. Whether it's
Never
people
has
trying
been.
to downplay the song, claiming nobody actually likes it, or others saying it's overplayed and somehow implying that Kendrick getting a Super Bowl halftime performance off the strength of the track is something to be ashamed of. Yeah, okay. They've tried to weaponize the song against him, gaslighting people into thinking it's embarrassing to perform a massive hit on one of the biggest stages in the world, like he didn't just win 5 Grammys for it.
I'm
Make it
saying,
make
though.
sense. So let's keep it lit. It's a song, a massively successful song, a championship level anthem, a track that made history and is now cemented in rap's Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter if the song became the centerpiece of his performance. It's revolutionary. It calls out fake people, demands respect, and most importantly, it proved Kendrick had the skill to dismantle the biggest artists of this generation, all while staying true to himself. Kendrick smiling in the camera and saying these words, it shows that he's proud of this track and he's not shying away from it. He's not shying away from the smear campaign trying to make him or his fans feel bad about it. In fact, he's leaning into it and he's winning. And I feel like his fans shouldn't argue how he didn't need the song. Be proud because Kendrick is. That's his trophy, his war trophy. It's his crown. He destroyed his enemy. He is king now. He's king of this shit. So instead of getting right into Not Like Us, he slowed it down and hit the triangle button, bringing out SZA to perform Luther. The lyrics, better days coming for sure. He was strategically choosing his moves, not rushing into battle, and giving the ladies something to vibe to as well. And then there's the circle button, a symbol of unity and coming together. The dancers circled up while Kendrick and SZA performed All of the Stars. Y'all remember that flag scene earlier, right? When Kendrick was the only star on stage. This moment revealed the missing stars. It was his audience. He wasn't just performing, he was calling to the people watching, embracing his loved ones and his fans. And now the final move, Not Like Us in the 40 Acres line. Uncle Sam reappeared and said, that's what America wants. Keep it calm. Still trying to dictate Kendrick's artistry, pressuring him to be commercial friendly, non-threatening, and easy to digest.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what America wants. Nice and calm. You're almost there.
Just like how Black Americans and minorities in general are constantly told to shrink themselves to fit in. Don't wear your natural hair, it's unprofessional. Don't act too hood in public, it makes people uncomfortable. Use your corporate voice so you sound more acceptable. It's the same structured oppression, pressuring people to blend in rather than own their identity. But Kendrick, nah, he's not folding. Before Uncle Sam could finish, Kendrick cuts him off by dropping the beat for Not Like Us. Then came the most powerful moment. Kendrick says, it's a cultural divide. I'ma get it on the floor.
Oh no.
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor.
This line is a triple entendre. On a global level, it speaks to the ongoing cultural divide, the constant battle for respect, equality, and the fight against oppression. It's a struggle that's been happening long before Kendrick was even born. On a personal level, he's saying he's ready to bring the fight to the forefront, laying everything out and making sure it can't be ignored. This is also about the Kendrick versus Drake battle. The division was so loud. Racially, culturally, people spinning and changing narratives, people drawing a line in the sand of whose side they're on. It truly divided hip-hop fans and the world entirely.
40 acres in the mule.
It's bigger than the music.
40 Acres and a Mule. This is bigger than music. Another double entendre. This referenced the unfulfilled promise to free slaves after the Civil War, drawing a parallel to Drake's cultural appropriation. And then a full circle moment. Drake should have never dropped that slaves free line.
Always rapping like you about to get the slaves free.
That bar unlocked Super Saiyan God Mode Kenny, and he's been kicking his ass since. And now he's making sure both Drake and the audience understand what happens when you mock Black American history. 40 Acres and a Mule was his response because that's what freed slaves were promised, only to have it taken away. Drake played with history, and Kendrick made sure he felt the weight of it. Another way to look at it is like I'm coming to get what's mine. Another way of saying we deserve ours. From all the people trying to silence K-Dot, from being able to even perform Not Like Us, for bashing it and gaslighting it, saying how he should never perform a diss track at the Super Bowl, trying to downplay it, trying to take control over it. This was his way of saying, man, I do what I want to do. I'm gonna get what's mine. And when I say I'm here to take what's mine's, really ours, like for the people. I'm here to do what I gotta do for my people. I'm here representing myself, the people, and especially the West Coast. I brought the West on my back.
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you
Can't fake influence.
Kendrick knew they tried to rig the game, but as he smirked into the camera, he sent a message. You can't fake influence. Another direct shot at Drake. Remember, we playing a game here, man. The American game. Rigging, cheating, hacking, that comes with gaming. People cheat to get to the top. They cut corners. Drake is an influencer, but a fake one. He poses as a black American gangster, and he's not at all. Influencing his audience to act a certain way, a way that he doesn't even know nothing about. He's a pretender. Kendrick didn't just metaphorically bury Drake, he made it literal. He taunted Say Drake, smiling in the camera like a villain, like a true villain, just trolling the fuck out of this dude. Then had the whole stadium saying a minor, with Serena Williams out here crip walking on Drake's grave. Why was this funny? Y'all gotta realize Serena's from Compton. She's Drake's ex. Drake, by the way, is obsessed with Serena. I see a lot of motherfuckers trying to clown on Serena. That's crazy. That's actually really funny.
Listen. I'm standing 10 toes down with Serena, bro. This is the thing. This man made Hotline Bling is about Serena. This man, her husband for no reason. That man never said nothing about you, never went after you, never said anything, wasn't even thinking about you. That man has a daughter with Serena. Let that man be a father to his child and a husband to his wife. Then I don't see how people get mad at that, saying, oh, that's corny. Why would you do that? That's corny. Drake is the corny one here. Let's be real about it for a second. Here. If anybody's corny here is Drake. He's been dropping subliminals on Serena all this time. He's still dropping subliminals on his exes to this day. At some point, we have to look at this and be, bro, there's a reason why niggas teamed up on Drake. It wasn't just like Kendrick and then Kendrick, Metro, and Future, and then everybody else just jumped in on Drake. Drake's not the victim here. I'm so sick and tired of people acting like Drake is the victim. Drake is not the victim. He started this shit. You fucking nigga bitches. You talking crazy to niggas. Ain't no telling what you was doing to make these niggas get mad at you. Cause it seemed like a lot of niggas want to fuck with you, but some niggas like, nah, I can't fuck with dude. Dude over here on some fuck shit. And if this is how he treats his women, how you think he treat dudes behind the scenes? Dudes that he can actually bully, of course. Dudes that he can actually, you know what I'm saying? When they not around him. If he talking crazy to his exes on tracks, how you think he talking to dudes when they not around? Pillow talking and shit. Downplaying niggas. He's not the victim here. Serena never said a fucking thing about Drake. she never gave Drake the time of day or nothing. She didn't put her energy on it. She just focused on her career and did what she was supposed to do and retired. Didn't say nothing about Drake because she wasn't worried about Drake. She had her man. She had her baby. She's a mother. Let her live her best life. This nigga Drake. Serena's side boss. Serena, your husband a groupie. What? If I'm Serena's husband, I'm just like, I'm the groupie, but you the one that still can't get over it. You the one that's still talking about it all these years, but I'm the groupie. I'm the nigga. I'm the daddy. I'm the husband, nigga. You the ex that just can't get over it. You who the real lame here? Who the real corny person here, bruh? Serena did exactly what she's supposed to do. When I saw Serena, I jumped out my seat laughing, bruh. I was like, ain't no fucking way. I was like, ain't no fucking way. I did not see that coming, bruh. I'm telling you right now, Serena went out there and did exactly what she was supposed to do. Clown this nigga, bruh. She never said nothing. She never gave Drake the time of day. And she went out there. She went out there and she crit walked all on Drake's grave. As she should. Because she didn't do nothing to this man. She broke up with this man. They had an on and off again relationship. Then she finally got rid of his ass. And she acting. And then he acting all sedity and shit, trying to get her back and shit. Like, come on, baby, let's work it out. She was like, no. Move on. Be with somebody else. I don't get how Serena is corny for that, or how Serena is lame for that, or how y'all want to bring up her sister getting killed by Crips. Why is she Crip walking? Nigga, she's from Compton, bruh. Y'all real talk. Y'all nigga can't speak on that shit. Y'all niggas can't speak on her Crip walking and her family member getting killed by Crips. You not from that part of the world. You not from that city. You not from that neighborhood. You don't know how politics work over there. You don't know how things work over there to tell her that you shouldn't be Crip walking, because who are you to tell somebody what they can and can't do? That's the overall message of this over the Super Bowl performance by Kendrick. Who are y'all to tell me what to do? I play the game how I want to play it. You just gonna sit there and watch. Let's not forget that Kendrick did this at the Grammys not too long ago. I want to say 2016, 2017. Kendrick did that shit at the Grammys. And they shitted on him for it. Kendrick ain't new to this. He true to this. He gonna always leave you with a message, even if you don't understand it. See, they wanna have fun with our culture. They don't want to experience the pain that comes with it, though. That's the problem. They want to have fun with our culture. They want to be turned up. They want to be lit. J. Cole said it best. See, when they see you turn up, they say you turn it. When they see you turn up, they start up turning up too. But one day them fans gonna grow up. You know what I'm saying? All that shit that J. Cole said on what was it, 1995? 1995. That 1995 freestyle, whatever, all that shit that he said on there. That's what the white people think of black culture, bro. They only want to be lit in our culture. They don't want to experience the pain and the trauma that comes with it. You put the pain and trauma, it's like, hey, I ain't come here for all that. I'm just here to party. Okay? You keep all that black trauma and all that shit over there. I'm not here for that, pal. No. Where's Eminem at? Where's Macklemore? Where's Drake? I need to have fun. I need to party. I don't want to hear all that wokey woke stuff from you, man. Go back over there, black man. We're done with you. That's what they like to do. That's what they like to do, bro. And Kendrick said, nah, I ain't finna just play my hits and then just leave and get y'all not like us and leave. No, fuck that. I'm gonna send a message. And I fuck with it. So once again, who the fuck is any of y'all to tell Serena what she can and can't do? That nigga, when he was out there terrorizing this woman, dissing her and sneak dissing her in songs, calling her husband a groupie, that wasn't corny. That wasn't lame. That wasn't unnecessary. Why is he doing that in the songs? Why nobody was saying shit then? As soon as she start crip walking, oh, why she got to do that? Now everybody want to have an opinion now. Now it's crazy, bro. The world we living in is crazy, bro. This woman said absolutely nothing towards this man for years. This man been taunting and tormenting her and her family. So when she justifiably goes out there and crip walks on that stage, now it's, why she do that? That's so lame. That's so corny. Why would she do that? That's so unprofessional of her. She's supposed to be Serena Williams. That's so unprofessional. That's not how she's supposed to do things. See, they always try to control us. They always try to tell us what we can and can't do. They always tell us that if you do this over here, we're gonna punish you for it. They punished her for crip walking at the Olympics one year. She can't represent where she from. She can't represent her. Because that's unprofessional. That's not what the people need to see here. You need to be more professional. But it's okay for somebody to wear a Confederate flag, right? It's okay for somebody to wear a Confederate flag and not offend nobody, right? It's okay for somebody to feel some type of way and do certain things, and it's okay. It's okay for everybody to do what they want to do, but it's like, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when we do it. When we want to do us, it's a problem. When y'all want to do y'all, I mean, I wouldn't do it, but it's really not that big of a deal. Go ahead, buddy, do you? But hey, you, come here, black person, you. Hey, fix your hair. Fix your hair. Tighten up your shirt. You got an iron at home? Well, you need to get one. You need to look a little bit more professional. We do things professionally over here, pal. Get it together, black guy. That's what they always do, bro. That's the message they always want to send. I just had some, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't even care. I don't even care if this offend people. I'm gonna say it. So the other day I had some motherfucking Peckerwood gonna come on my channel and tell me, you need to stop talking about that mayonnaise stuff. That's not funny. You shouldn't be talking. Listen here, Peckerwood. Yeah, I said it. Because you're basically calling me a nigger. So I'm going to call you a Peckerwood. Listen here, bro. I say what I feel. I don't hide it. I'm not trying to be rude when I say it. I just say, hey man, it's too much mayonnaise over here, bro. Cut it out. It's just a little joke. But y'all take it, but then y'all say, oh, that's racist. You can't do stuff like that. But it's okay for y'all to do the things that y'all do. I could point out so many white YouTubers that have done shitty things on this platform, and y'all just cool with it. Y'all don't give them no problem. But when we say something about, it's like, oh, y'all just being, oh, here go the black people's being mad again. It's like, see, it's nah, bro. Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, fuck that Peckerwood shit. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. If I say I don't like that mayonnaise, I don't like that mayonnaise. Now, sometimes I be joking, sometimes I don't be joking. I don't get why people say that's racist. That's not racist. Was it what? It's not racist. Not my what? Because I don't hate white people. I don't hate white people. I just I'm just not fond of y'all culture like that. Just like y'all not fond of our culture like that. Y'all don't, like I said, y'all don't want to experience our pain. You only want to experience, you just want to experience the party. You want to come to the party. You want to come to the cookout, but you don't want to go through the pain and the grief that we go through. You don't want to go through the struggles that we go through. But you'll definitely show up for the party though. But when we ready to do something that's going to change the game, it's like, nope. Can't help you out there. That's not my problem. I'm not here for that. But next time you guys have a party, I'll come through. That's that bullshit.
Because Drake is doing what you're trying to say Serena's doing to Drake. Drake dissed her so many times for no reason at all.
I'm saying though,
Serena's husband a groupie. Serena is not a rapper. She never got her lick back. So Kendrick gave her a platform to diss him back, and she did. Also, don't forget Kendrick name dropped Serena in the Not Like Us track. People acting like this came out of nowhere. I mean, so then where's the same energy towards DeRozan or YG in the video? Y'all have selective outrage, and I notice it's a lot of dudes upset about it. I really don't understand some men that show so much rage and hypocrisy when it comes to women. It's weird.
They get no bitches.
Kendrick flipped Drake's narrative, uniting black culture instead of exploiting it. And now the final blow. To end it all, Kendrick brought out Mustard, performed TVs off, and he literally turned off the TV on Drake.
Turn this TV off, turn this.
It's done. The stadium lights spelled out game over. It's over. It's officially a done deal. There's no more battle. This is done. As of right now, it's a wrap. If anyone still doubted what happened, Kendrick had a message. I could sit you in front of the loop for hours and you still wouldn't get it. The battle is over. Lights out. Final level defeated. He won. So if someone tells you Kendrick's halftime show was trash or wasn't about Drake or didn't understand the overall message, then they just didn't understand the game. And game is game. It's not meant to be taught, but to survive and level up.
That part. But anyway, so yeah, man, I enjoyed that performance, man. Learning all the stuff that you learned about it. It's crazy how, you know, the mayonnaise people, as I call it, I should call you Peckerwoods, but I'm gonna just continue to call you the mayonnaise people. The mayonnaise.
What they put on your sandwich? Too much goddamn mayonnaise.
The mayonnaise people got this problem with us, got this problem with the thing, but it's like, how you mad though? Why you mad though? It's crazy how they say they don't get it, and it's like, oh, we not trying to understand, bro. They are. The ironic thing is, this is the most ironic thing about that halftime performance, bro. They put the message clearly in your face, and y'all did exactly what the message of the performance. Y'all did exactly what the message of the performance is all about. That's the crazy part. But I digress. We've been on this shit for damn near a whole fucking hour, bro. I'm about to end this off. But yeah. Like I said, man. They want to come to the parties, they want to come to the cookouts. But when it comes to the pain and the trauma, they don't want nothing to do with it. That's our problem. Y'all need to figure that out. Well, maybe if you did this, or maybe if you did that, or maybe if you would stop doing this and stop doing that and stop blaming this and stop doing that, blah, 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 then maybe, just maybe, y'all get somewhere. I can't stand y'all. I can't stand the others. I can't stand the people that don't understand the culture. It's crazy how people who don't come from the culture and don't understand it be the ones that talk about it the most. That's the shit that I be hating the most. But it is what it is, though. Anyways, I think that is probably one of the best halftime performances of all time. They deemed it as the worst. And I understand why. Because they just don't understand. Even though the message was clearly right in front of your face. But because niggas don't play the hits, it's not worthy of being it's not worthy of your time because niggas don't play the hits. All right, Chief. But anyways, though, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. Till then, peace out.